Miigotskit na vagenat tamek genin andabajmon kaine daman essek mina gena smajamgak kitajikona mugabian mutaman mue yamian dashaja wengoch katskina azotstamak mina kadagok az tenwabatamen mina jana wakawiyak na denjigeonik wan higeonik mina gejigagatstama sekkegung bidigamimnanan goskatsa kawi witamagi agom siunjavastuik na denjigek majaik juitamege andejaik godukan uzamnogum magajkendamak kisnanotik koyektsma jujigek kegon geje ega papanike kegon majujigeon mi pejik gom siun agi kchamna naga giknamagokka mi chugeni ne aktuitaman gijuitamagwan ego sketsa ge anmutaman ma July Vancouver ngisha gagi gitsodog makanam nam gagi achagnoch gagi pijab genanok ego kisse ma megach kanastama gagi pijab genanok ha kjonia og makwe hegi pijach ego migaj noto kahine gidetsta haine Indian Act kajgatek bejgase gizga kyetaniga deskamagan taniga deniga dekite Kandoje kak papapsk tassin herkidon sagutskapin hogabim tataksnaga bigyan gimamamet neda kishmtebwe isseg ani nameksibione hejgrajigon ani hejgrajigon anshin ego basic mina nikanona basic kchodantskinaganam Diane Merkel inagnojete nikanona Tuida motion kwanda nangitan nanda mi guys know the man Indian Act one day will be abolished. Chiniga denigadik. Mich kam this ja, I'm sagay kit sawe kjuniog mak. Ego da sakay know the man he is sick. Kongegon onachgeon ayayak Dukan nago townes and go at the maneno denagajan soul called Pickle Lake. The cook and Red Lake. Me will get snagok. Jikan dan genin gmujiga nama exhibition. Ontario mujiga kak gej bidiga semen. Niga de skagwaka Canada. Me ain't the man. Me gej no the man. Ego dasa eskamakuna no da anshinne gidut anina ejnagok na meksbiog maun mega dasa kaisnagok gmujganan dasgijga kegonen go pimskamaganon paksenmonen no deseonen makagone hingwenon ego basic kegon asabajgate Ani na meksibione ejmajunagan uch wedinigan taksnomgak. Ego dasa gimamamet ne dan maga hogabunagak tanagabunagak kai weginigan nigan ihtamonagok. Kishpen wabak segubanen hue. Apunigate snowgak shunyagma. Apun Ontario kaksvidigesek. Nino dansa chinigoko adiga May 15 ek pijab nigananok kchamnanak minok makan nasyonat ki nakumwag declaration gajgadik Ontario masamaganot eka tibabam zone Ontario gitakina kagi tibaki masnegant kayak Kedana, mitsumina May 15 hours sigonog ogustona. Ikcham na gwenak, igmina nasyon og makar. Mia watershed, declaration ek tujgadik. Mia azapin gjen matsek, eunasitsek, Ontario Gma na ide morganoch as a moe nakumien diag ninuit gan am exhibioniag dakinam uit de vendamak na shodamak. Ego das andas keisnagok dogmaunam. Mojigonanan. An keisnagok kongregatiasim na kweskam snodan antsnekidut. Mitse eisek penugutskassigok ke wakkaunigadik ego jene maji kanojigadik kegunan. Adigage land use documentation ektojigadik. Megi kishjigadik Kumasegant Kinanok. 119 the Goyag Todana. Messiah Bemojigan. We were what to make Stephen Chapman Mustangam Gukmate Yakumasnegan. Igis Mamonigadik, Gaina Ignaxigadik is and Washahono Gaina. Igi Identki Marge going up to go Gabachai Gaina. Which Economy the Mac, Kazis Nijo Actonigadik Maskonagon. Maskonagon. Mihe Nishige Gonan. Stem, watershed, the decoration. I got land use planning. I got in this protocols that you got there. I got protocols you're going to get there. Consultation protocol. Treaty affidavits. Elders project. I got indigenous site research. I got this package ho protocols going to get mudmanin. Ahi get amin as a masneganes kapakti gadik me snagok. Ima shiba here ya. Ego as a utanaga gugmawat sugmakana shonok. As ogi pakti hanawa uwe Beban protocols. Miaza egi pakte hamad namux bill gnachon. As a here kitamin hoe ego gwenan the protocols. Miaj nije sekwe gwenan. Ego gitak miagi bijab nigananok one watershed declaration. Miamina kitayamin. Gitayamin here watershed. The KI seal milwe. Biob can you get not get snan out, the net to chin hoing ogmao ajigade hoe, Kegunga baktiga dig up in ogmao and jigadekwe. Me natik. Egomina genoke 2005. Egushigadeg when Megan CB. Egajwashkubnin anok. Nameksak kanadgame ham watch, minagayam watch. Gabit mine here, Pimin Shega de Duk, Nachigaon, Ega Hedge Mendago in a mix bune, Oberkaunigana Wuge, and Shigbidigesse, where Goshkubnian, Ega Namex, and Ochagnoch, Megan CB, Gayam watch, Minagacheka de God Nano. Miamina Kegon. Egomina Mahikan. Kapi tickets kitschkuniganam. Aza ganoke in go hoe. Egushiga de gonada Nyanya Kutanak. Mahigan kapi ticket kitschkuniganam. Mami go Gadagubai Dodge. Jed Saganoch. Medasum Danaj de Bahmoganojoya, the Sats Mahiganan, Nada Mahiganak Adagubatuach. Kagista Jutuch. Yes, Couch Dojigadik. Vaskud Sawasan Pichin Sawats, Nadabugoyan, Ega here, Jinaxigadik. Egamina Gutaka here, Makwa. Kishigade Minoa Makwa. Pitigets, Gitaw Nam, did by him mark the Shikona. Where's going to go going? Jin Saganoch. Jin Saganoch, which we have going to be done some done to be going in that table. He were Saganot Makwa. Equatas Nebata can Saganoj going, can never Haganoj Rashishak. Minua giunahteban masnegan nakngenes. Ega webn geunik jishwebnat hoyajish. Gnoshe ochkanan. Gan webn geunik shwebnamok giunahteban nakngenes. Kanaden daakse hoyajish kainaganoch. Megi minugok mando. Jabastok, Munabatstok, Jojmuna Matsiak. Maskigok, Gijik Namagan oban, Jizweb Nigetsoya, we web Nanda Sibig, Nibikak, Kegona Nuganon, Okanandokage. Jabon Toyaktas, Ega web Nigonik, Jisweb Naman, Kitos Chiganan, Okanan. Not the medium to guide one gun and cow not shubnigek Kishana Matsik Nada Ozama Wabaka Jacko Dick Pekajeb no Webnigan a Konya Tota Chekatik Shoton Nada Mashkigo Konin Webniganic Miamina Pejagunakunigan Egamina election code Kendan Tanagwete Pejgaragi Ebitamagi upon Inyasa Jikash Oman Richard you must not stop an election code Gogabido up and mang you must not snabben Miamino Agutak Nachigan Gogutak 3% Kaknoega the baggage Antikinagan Miane Ewichurch Antikinagan 3% tax to Kanyaganochia. Egoda Shiga Dojgadek, Gamat Senanok, Utenak, Nadoma, Egan, Butch, Mistigosh, Kadri Chagnot, Mayam Kash Search, Mihao Nabat Sutshunian, Kapagnigat Kaknantinaganak, Manamex Ewich Starch, here Pagitnigan. Weska Chigi Mats Chigadeban, God can the sin here. Das Yakioch one here to Jgadeg one Ganoketchigo. Nabane got the Bohaganach Oyeka Wichaganach Shago Tredigaya Arch Kikedamin Wake Service Kajgadeg. Me here we not gain never stop and no sub marge gonna sag he mag and one gonna forget night coverage. Na baneb get bhag notch o ek gwenag mam gaus sew notch. Gamino agutak kanum shak. Gich kendamen machine shagyaach. Mimino in a take. To go nis tananyan shop $25. In a take in the man et bhaganoch and the mushka bask sloganoch. Gan y dagog here, gan o zam shinach, gan no chi dodge. Ga oken dodge gonna ge, ga got the bed mat, niga de ga to scoujo the shots, abduck snots, mat down, abduck snots. Gino dam in a coge, ocean, gabi gubnad, na the god sawat, a kishkam. Me ge oji, and that take here, Janiga de nagnot. Gishpen, ega gikach nagnot, or ya we pagit in the zits. Je bask shots, na da wimchgats, na jimaji shots, the back then got the hip in my dojgadik. Egwa, I hear KI family log a aban, a yadabugo, we get Kadan Aban hack Chikum Nanagadet. Gondojum Casima, good Evan Ma, for Society, Minigam Bapesic. As I mean, here, Tagon, Awashu, Mujigon, Nakunionis, Ayak, Angashnaga Quishkach. Shagot Sgo, Pagi, Ujikaya, but then Kanagan, Mujigon, Kimi here, Nakunionis. Miamina, Ayak here, Mujigon. Egamina, Lanyus documentation, Gak Tujgadik, 119 Gaita Swajoyak, Yangito Dam Naban, Egustwagwan permits. Moinigo, Chigunet the Mac. Chinanepe Matake in the Magon Weskach, where the Shinigan, Nande Sek, Muneshkagok, Jujabadakin, Ogmakan, Shonok, Egi must somewhat must note such agitaasnik pagniadik akiumassaganan agitaasnagaigustradegin geni negongirstamat snaban aigmasnamavan which konapannanda asin here ekomino ahia kaisek taswe pumuchgeon amkugmagainaganoch Yenendan Nini Gogainendaman Kagag Segubanen we don't kimagnot some kugma which can the mountain he biob can the mountain seonan after he geon and Gwenandokan Jumana stock dakinam Kagigi we don't kimagnot in how and then ma Nada go Abat Straten go Mojigon and Tubamaganoch the Behiga here the Nenda. A guiding must get in here, Jigisha, cheat, Seki nature, a pedagogia, we Mojiga killed Mao Mojiga. We sharp Skamakwe, Kayak Sky Kazoa, but the Montaskis Gagap Modekma Ban office. Gispino smell is got Skanok, me a dokan Higain the man. Sago to Chilima, Ganish Duction, Mirak Danam Kugma, Mojiga and Gwenan. Janona Shwada Makin. I hate Shiga Jikidan, Jonah Shwada Makin. A P. Pakiten a Mak. Onin o identity Mayak. Kitaki Namoya. Egamino Gwena Kadeba Bitagokash Kuniganan and Anash Kuniganan. Anina Kesvidat Kimidia. Kesvichia actionated. Taka Dutch Nimnanak Soga Dedba Bitagoka. Mas bezwagit bedag sibanik egi jam dek egi wani gats knoshe bagitaj egi utaj swajgo keni setgo egi noj papa keskaj egi nagi nishkunigant gats egi dogma mani geno na saj mi gai segban shagochu gabich akujgeonik gits sagapendismen ye snagchgeon here ega joni kendoika Da kijk domogan Proverbs kon adatuk kikchihamuag kagijonatuach utweskatu utakkiuk knach chiganogagdach mia bezgejagam sikatman ega wakaunaman chigitavdo kanob my copy gegnit diganganak nanda getsege pitgeban wagen when gegnit otamak wabatamwach anizmajun disek azahwe Kai sek gegnich kitiananan kaskawi taman new shop gwanan nak gyones na sa gitamen egot snapits genina ekonomidwan baskan gunum kapmunagawa bataman ijiga azay gwanan kakna ekoyats toyakin wagana mexibunyo yak ani gegise pomon desaja na mexibunyo egos tsugatakke adegoj tbehigyak Tbehigeon, when not son, Jimanashik Wakaigeon, Axio Mojigeon, Jimanashik Mashkunok, a Gumia Skunogam one, what Skun here goyak, the Bohagnaj going to goyak, going to Gazok to the Mounach, me a seg one here. OPP, I go MTO, they Taganovaga Devanini Guganagaya, and you get sweet and Kimagnach. Yes, I've got gone off medicine geni jigish pagitin desanju ident kimagahoy tukan premier gainag their ministers bakan na here geni na chikanob mag geni na as a penuganan new shop gegon kawatamanin as a sha kitona sitsman as ukamawan mate got sigo koyak chikweto tamak Kanigani tamagwig suk maunag siak we kauna chigananok minage gojib motamagwig jene onatik bibesgon ke shunya mujigon the megajgo and kajgade angen yishnago kie we cheer and smawach jemana joni cake baksenemon no deseon mihe majem emshak jemana jasya badamanda shiegina Congetchinika hedotchnika deskamagasnon kitamak songajgadek chugeniga jekitian ang kwe wich tone exegenit bemojganan angegi zwichaganoch. We negogaji lands environment, PDC as regulations kajgadeduk. O nanagat stona agona Jacob ego bros angegi mama onigadek we mujigana nijin chigi pejik nagokban. Me kanaba tamad nanagat stots. Muwe ejoba taman ni ganwete. Ugwena gwinoa economic development, lands environment, ugwena kanaba tanad, chiganotam wat. Sagot siguma und kakt ojona tehie. Uninuewen, Gation can't take Gation Achmina and Kiwan, Gage could debnigat de Gegonen. Wawi go get nuts, Augmakan, Shonak, Kawabataman, Shunyagabag nuts, Ogmawan, being here now, so we name Naganots, Sajab Mondesits. Mr. Gebers gonna at Gashnagok, on that Sajganek, Nijik Chentkinagananak, Ani Gay Snagok, Shunya Mujgan, and Kiwan. Mi gonna be scanning out the moderate Nigan. When you get in Ninich Kaknama, Nayasi gets in here to Deva the Max Sagotsego, Gizat Gainin Jakendemic, and the Exkayak where Nigan is the Magion and the Yamagakasi. A good name to Human Dan Horagiska and Snimian. This is Nonny Morris, KI Council. I'm here to do a brief update on what my native language presentation. I was just telling, for those of you that don't understand Cree, I went to Vancouver when we had that AFN election, and I had the opportunity to hear Indian Affairs Minister Bennett saying that one day the Indian Act will be abolished. And it didn't sink in till I got back and I had called Diane Miracle, our IFNO worker, Six Nations. And I asked her that question, is this what I heard true? Where the minister said that one day the Indian Act will be gone. And she said, yes, that's what she said. So that got me thinking to myself. So if the Indian Act is gone, dissolved, ultimately we would fall into municipal status with Ontario, and that is something our fathers, our grandfathers, our elders told us not to go that route. Ontario, we don't know how they got to sign the treaty along with us and the Canadian government. So my thoughts were, okay, so how do we address that? How do we prepare our community? And thinking about it, it made me see clearly that this community has done its work. There are rules, there are policies in place, not to the extent where we could say we're at full capacity. Maybe we should be working towards that to be full capacity, since Canada is thinking of eliminating the Indian Act, and when that happens, all this land up north, we can determine our future to work with the surrounding communities that were once Big Trout Lake, part of Big Trout Lake Nation. So the more I thought about it, I asked myself, you know what? We are prepared. Our elders, along with Chief and Council, held a community meeting, and this is the declaration of our homelands. This is what came out of that one-day meeting. And then I went on to think, okay, we have the land use documentation. That is a complete project. It's completed. All our membership have laid claim to where their birth rights are, which was done over some time ago. That's 2. Number 3, we have protocols signed by the Chief and Council, last Chief and Council, Chief James Scatfeet and his council members. They had signed the protocols, which are the Collaborative Governance Framework, consultation protocol, the indigenous research, and the treaty affidavits. These are what we call the two anchors. And if you notice this page, that seal, that is our governing seal, which we should start stamping our legal documents, our policies. As this thing was purchased way back, we have that now. So we have our own stamp to commission our papers that they are considered legal. And number 5, which is the KI seal, that's it. And number 6, we have a policy that there should be no fishing or gill net fishing at Wolf River during the spawning season or when the trout are in the shoreline, which is in the spring. That is strictly off limits. So I am hoping that policy is adhered to by both memberships of Wabika and Big Trout, because that is a governing policy. Number 7, we have a wolf policy. I believe it was made 2005. And the policy is any wolf or a wolf pack that enters into our community reserve within the surrounding homes is automatically supposed to be put down. A bounty of $100 goes out to whoever shoots those wolves or that loner that should somehow sneak into our community, do harm to our children, our people, that we do not want to have a crisis like that. That's number 7. Number 8 is a bear policy. As we all know, this last week we have had numerous bear sightings around homes, especially on this island. Our policy is still the same. These bears have to be put down before they do any harm to a child or an elder or a band member. Same thing. $100 is the bounty. And number 9, disposals of wild game, and especially in the area of these wolves, I said, and the bear. We are not supposed, the policy that was made was we are not supposed to dispose of our animals at the dump. We're supposed to dispose of them in muskeg area, throw them in the muskeg, or in a clean area, or in a river if it's like duck, fish bones, stuff like that, because that's the teachings, it's customary. We have to take care of these bones or meat that we seem to have freezer burn or they're spoiled. Don't throw them at the dump. That's one of our teachings. It's a no-no. And number 9, the election code. We have that. Some time back, we had an advisory committee. They had signed off saying that this is the election code that we'll be using. And when it was brought here as chief at that time, I had to sign off because that is what the findings were, that this will be the election code policy. So we have that policy. And the other thing is that the 3% tax. Everybody that's employed in this community pays a 3% tax every pay period. And that 3% is used to help alleviate financial problems for people that cannot afford a casket. The limit, I believe, is $5,000, which you'll be helped with. And the travel of coming back, if the family is required to be there or the body taken out, vice versa, is a one-way charter. That's it. That is why there is a wake service provided out there where that is supposed to be the funeral component of a wake, that you get to see your loved one the last time. And the wild dogs, there was another policy, same thing, same year, 2005. But this time around, we'll be making a few changes to it. There will be added on that anybody with the intent to try and capture these dogs to be sent to some humane society down south will first be accommodated. But due to these dogs breeding outside the reserve boundaries, which are considered wild, can be a threat to our community membership. So same thing in the fall, there is a policy that these dogs have to be put down. That is the law of this policy that is we had at that time made. So we do have laws. And the land use documentation permits, there was 119 families documented in that process of land use planning. And out of those 119 people, there were made 119 permits that were numbered. They were supposed to be kept in a safe place here. I still haven't located them, but I think we will be redoing them because they are part of the governing structure of this land use planning. And there is another law that we have, which is called the KI Family Law. And I believe Tikanagan Family Services uses a little bit of it. I think so. And that is the law our elders passed down to us, and it was documented by legal perspective. And another thing we looked at was the KIED, which is now renamed to PDC. We've gone back to that original name. And Lands Environment is to work together to amalgamate and to look at future developments, employment out there when this thing does take off, which is our governance structure still has to be worked on. And we will be looking at future endeavors to support our cases in the areas of better housing, better education, a better health system to generate revenue from our lands will be used to address our shortfalls in this community, even the roads. And whatever federal funds come into the community, that is at the discretion of the Chief and Council to be used in these programs that INAC disperses these funds. That will be there for council, but the excess funds that will be looked at will be in the governing environment structured setup, which I hope is being worked on to this very day. With this move, we have to look at how do we work with M&R. As we all know, forest fires, technology, forestry, animals, management of some sort, they all have that expertise management. That's on the western side. Culturally oriented, we have those things too. How do we put these two together to work together? That's where I would like to keep the door open, that we do find a way to work with M&R after they have done our reconciliation with us as to the way they treated our membership in the old days. That still has to be corrected by M&R. Actually, an official apology at some time should be requested from them for the way they treated the people long time ago. OPP and MTO, those things too, we would have to find a working relationship with those three ministries. With the Premier, his ministry, other ministries, I don't see a need where we should rush into them, how we work with them. Because when you look at their concept of Northwestern Ontario, to them, Northwest Ontario is North Bay. And they really don't know what's up north, and they have they don't even have any idea what's up here. So that way, if you ask yourself, okay, when I mentioned these 14 policies, we're up there, we're getting there. We are in a good position, but we still need to work hard at getting more items lined up to reflect the true governance structure of the community that they so desire should lead them in the future. We are getting there. The things are in place. We have policies. We have laws. And most of all, we have the seal that once all these things are stamped, it gives me the authority to tell Ontario, hold it. You have no authority. We already have a governing structure up north to deal with these issues. So you either come on board or sit back and watch us do the work up north. These are the things the community still has to give us direction. How do we move forward? But definitely with myself, I'd like to have a working relationship with MNR, Ministry of Transport, and the OPP. Ministry of Transport, I think I had one time been made aware of, you know, if you want to carry it, you can carry it. I don't know if that door is still open, but at some time we will have to look at and consider, are we willing to carry the runway work for the community on behalf of passengers and cargo, all these things. And for me, I think the answer is yes, we can do it. But like I said, that's for another time, another meeting. But I just want to let the community know, if the Indian Act goes one day, we do have certain policies and laws in place to govern the community into the future. But as I told council today, we need to start acting more like a government now to showcase to the rest of the surrounding areas we are moving forward. We are determined to make our future how it's going to benefit us, the community, also the surrounding communities. As it says in the Bible, in Proverbs, it says not to disturb the landmarks, the old landmarks your elders laid out for you in the past. And one of those things that was laid out is the surrounding communities were part of this nation. So our elders their elders are our elders too. So we are one, we are a nation, and we should always keep that in our minds that these surrounding communities, the 8 surrounding communities, they are part of us and we are part of them. So at some time we will have to show what we have done so far. And as I mentioned, these things, we do have these laws and policies. And most importantly, we do like to really structure our financial policies too, and that's, I believe, is being worked on now, as we have hired an executive director to look at things, how to work with the directors to determine the outcome of what our policies should be looking at in the future. But one thing we can't overlook is our community membership. There are some shortcomings in the areas of our elders, our sick people. These things cannot be excluded because they are a part of our lives, our everyday lives here in the council chambers when decisions are made. We cannot overlook these shortcomings that some of these people have. But if you're well off, if you have more food, excess food, we do recommend that you try and share with some elders and less fortunate homes that don't have traditional food, fish, because that is part of our customary care too, is to look after our own. So with that, have a good day. May God bless you and your household and your children. Bye.